Hey, welcome back. Now that we've got our three circles drawn, the outer circle, this inner edge here, and the center circle, we're going to create this figure 8 outline. And if you notice, it just repeats itself 7 more times. So there's 8 total of those going around the center point of the circle. So there's several ways you can do this depending on the accuracy that you want. I'm going to show you my favorite method, but you could do this if it didn't really matter exactly the shape that this took. You could even start by drawing circles and then just positioning them like you want, and then cutting them, trimming them out. But I'm not going to do it with that method. I'm going to do it a more accurate way to keep with this exact outline. So what I'm going to do is go over here to my drawing tools, and I'm going to use my B-Spline. It's one of my favorite tools, and you want to zoom in pretty close to do this. And I like to get a starting point that's further out than where I really need to be, because I want to start that curve out here on the outside, and then I'm just going to kind of go around right where it's blurry, and then I'm also going to extend this a little further than needed, and then I'm going to hit enter. Now that I have that, I'm going to start a second one that's going to intersect that just like shown here. And now I'm just going to kind of make up where that arc continues. Do the same thing when I get down to this point. And I'm going to go right across my circle here. And then hit enter. And that is now complete. Now I would do the same thing here. I'm going to get started. This time I'm going to start exactly on my guideline. And I am going to intersect this. Hit enter. And I'm going to do the same for this portion here. Remember, I'm going to get a head start. And I'm just going to continue using my B-Spline all the way around this shape. Now, of course, these are just nodes that we're placing. So any of these, if we decide we want to clean it up a little bit, we could do that. We could also reduce the number of nodes that we have in this, and that would kind of clean up the curve a little bit. But that gives us basically half the shape that we want. Now I'm going to come in here and trim some of these things. I'm going to trim it right on this edge here, that edge there. I'm going to trim this off. I'm going to trim both of these. And then let's trim here and here. Okay. Now we have 2 more things that we need to do. We're going to use the 2-point line tool to draw from this quadrant intersection to that node there. Then we're going to do another one that's going to join this node to this node. And that gives us half of our shape that we need.